have a crochet problem. I buy yarn and I have ambitions of projects that I want to do, and it's great and it's awesome, you know, but then I just have projects sitting around that I don't complete, and I have a giant pile of yarn in my room that we're not going to take a look at because nobody needs to see that. But anyway, so I thought today I would make it a goal to keep track of these projects. I might split some of these projects up into multiple videos because it's gonna take a while. So it's not gonna be necessarily like one video, one gimmick per day. I might do kind of some series, mini series in here. So first up, anytime I make something, I give myself kind of a trial run where I do it the first time just to figure out the pattern, and a lot of times I wind up learning new techniques along the way, but I don't expect it to be perfect by any means, because I know it won't be, and they're not perfect by any means. So today I wanted to revisit a project. Alright, so I made these like crochet swim cover-up shorts. And they were very lovely, very fun, but the thing is, I bought this yarn because the pattern said you need like a cotton yarn, and I was like, oh cool, I have a brand that I like, so I'll just order like the cotton yarn off of their website. And then I did, and then I started crocheting with it, and I was like, this is not coming out to be the right size. I'm using the right size hooks. I even sized up a little bit. Turns out they're liars. So yarns have different weights, like different, that tells you like the different size of the yarns, basically just the different thickness of the thread. This one was listed as a weight 4, which is what the pattern called for, but this is not a weight 4. It's just not. So I had to use way more yarn to get it, and then it's like it's very small, and the pockets are very, very, very small and kind of almost unusable because of how small the pockets are. And so I was like, well, I mean, they work, they're fine, but I would like to try this again using the specific yarn brand that the pattern writer, author, said that she used. So, and then when I pulled these out today to do this little demonstration, I found that there was a giant hole in it. So there's just a crochet hook hanging out there, keeping it together with a prayer. I didn't want to do the same colors. So here's what we have today. I have a smorgasbord of varying colors. I kind of tried to match the same overall tones that we had going on here. I don't know if you can see all of that. But, so what we have here is I have like a dark, it's kind of dark, but it's the main color that I like, and purple's like my favorite color, if you couldn't tell. But purple is my favorite color, so I decided this would be like the base color. And then the next color is kind of like the accent colors. I wanted to keep the white, so I kept the white, but I made it more of an off-white so that it's not as bright, since these are kind of darker colors. And then for the blue, for the blue, I did kind of more of an aqua teal for a pop of a little bit brighter color. And then I didn't really want to commit to like a solid dark color. So, I mean, I still have a darker color, but in the form of this kind of burgundy, maroon, red-ish. It's burgundy is what it says that it is. So this is the Loops and Threads Classic Cotton. So I'm going to pull up the pattern on my phone. So I'm not going to show the actual pattern because I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I bought this pattern, and that's kind of a no-no. I mean, I'm just going to document my process of making it. I'm not going to show you step by step because that's not cool. Okay, so a lot of people sometimes are like, oh, just like start with a chain. I hate starting with a chain. I will always, always choose to start in the round if that looks like a viable option, and I'm going to do that here because I don't like starting with the chain. I feel like the hole in the middle of the granny square is just not as good. This is already working up way better than the first time I tried this. The yarn is the right size, for one. Welcome to the chaotic world of yarn. crochet in the round is superior to crocheting in a chain. Just saying. That's how it goes. All right, and I'm learning my lesson from this pair where it literally just like fell apart. I am going to weave my end like in as I go on the next thing. Okay, so we are gonna see, I'm gonna include it in this. I'm gonna flip it back over this and a chain one, and I'm gonna bring it with me. I'm gonna pause and get out my tiny scissors and then snip this real quick so I don't have to. Oh, that's some tough yarn. I like that actually. I mean, it doesn't feel like bad to touch, so it's fine. All right. I'll put the link to the pattern below. This yarn is splitting ever so slightly when I grab it with the hook, but it's not like nightmarishly annoying as it does so. Yeah, so these are definitely swim cover-up. Swim cover-up shorts. They're not just, unless you were to sew in like a liner, I guess. All right, so this is where I switch to, I think that, because this is acting as my brown. Oh yeah, this one's already way spacier than like what this one is. Let me show the front. So you can see, like I used actually half hook size up on this one, but you can see like the size difference already is insane, because this was coming out so, like, even with, this is not Lion brand, your 24/7 cotton is not a weight for a yarn. It's just not. It's like a 3. Like, look at this. Look at how different that is. That's insane. That's insane. This is supposed to be like the same. Yeah, see how far down this comes? This comes down to the white part. We're supposed to still be on this. Not supposed to be. We just were. I don't even know if I'm gonna bother fixing these. They're cute, but Lion brand. Your 24/7 cotton is not a weight for yarn. It's not. Fix the listing or something. Because I'm not the only one. I left a review on that. And there were other people in the review who were like, this doesn't seem like a weight for yarn, which makes it kind of hard to meet gauge for my projects when I order what I think is a weight for yarn. And then, like, it's a weight 3. It's like basically a weight 3. I have some weight 3 yarn that's like exactly this, that would work up just the same as that. It's insane. So Lion brand. Fix your listing. I hate weaving in ends. That's like one of my least favorite things to do. Also, did you know you can get repetitive strain injuries from doing crochet? Because I have not like fully injured, but I have not been kind to my wrists. And yeah, so do your stretches, fiber artists. So I'm gonna pause here. So there is my project so far. And I will probably update like once I have the first panel done. We'll call it there.